Hello, everybody. This is a class for BA Part 3 English Literature students. We'll be talking about a literary term called antithesis. If we try to define antithesis, it literally means opposite. It's a rhetorical device in which two opposite ideas are put together in a sentence to achieve a contrasting effect. Antithesis emphasizes the idea of contrast by parallel structures of the contrasted phrases or clauses. The structures of phrases and clauses are similar in order to draw the attention of the listener or the reader. For example, setting foot on the moon may be a small step for a man, but a giant step for mankind. Here, the use of contrasting ideas, a small step and a giant step, in the sentence above emphasizes the significance of one of the biggest landmarks of human history. Now, let us examine some common examples of antithesis. Some very famous antithetical statements have become part of our everyday speech and are frequently used in arguments and discussions. There is a list of some common antithetical statements given below. Man proposes, God disposes. Speech is silver, but silence is gold. Patience is bitter, but it has a sweet fruit. We find beautiful examples of antithesis in literature also. In literature, writers employ antithesis not only in sentences but also in characters and events. Thus, its use is extensive. Below are a few examples of antithesis in literature. For example, Charles Dickens has written a beautiful novel, A Tale of Two Cities, and the opening lines of this novel provides an unforgettable example of antithesis. I read, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. We had everything before us, we had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven, we were all going direct the other way." Alexander Pope, in his essay on criticism, says, "To err is human, to forgive divine. Fallibility is a trait of humans, and God, the Creator, is most forgiving." Through these antithetical ideas, Pope reveals the basic nature of human beings. He wants to say that God is forgiving, but human beings can commit errors. Finally, if we talk about the function of antithesis, we can say antithesis is a literary device which uses words to convey ideas in different ways from the common words and expressions of daily life. Thus, it conveys meaning more vividly than ordinary speech. When contrasting ideas are brought together, the idea is expressed more emphatically. As a literary device, antithesis makes contrast in order to examine pros and cons of a subject under discussion and helps to bring forth judgment on that particular subject. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you may please call directly to me on the topic of antithesis, a literary term. Thank you all.